Hello everyone, Hezu here! You know, the last movie I saw in theaters before the pandemic hit was Sonic, and I actually had a good time. I rewatched it recently and thought people would like to hear my opinion on it. So, here we go! Spoiler alert, this video contains spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then this video is not for you. Let's first address Sonic's redesign. When the first promotional material came out for this movie, everyone wanted to find the nearest garbage can and hurl up their lunch. Shockingly, the director and Paramount Studios took the criticism of Sonic's design seriously and actually delayed the film to redesign Sonic's model. This fix actually made people want to see it, and the movie made $306.8 million in the box office, making it currently the highest-grossing video game movie in the US, which is quite a feat. They listened to us, and we saw the movie. I'm proud of us. What's even more iconic, they got Tyson Hesse, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, please forgive me. The dude that made the infamous Sonic's Big Fat Adventure comic back in 2009. He's the one who tackled the redesign, and he succeeded. Sonic looks great. Also, this entire scenario is incredible. Follow your dreams, kids. Sonic's buff. Something I really appreciated in this movie was the fact that Sonic didn't get nerfed. Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive. Often, the franchise changes this fact out of convenience. In Sonic Riders, he's riding a board instead of running to make this fair against the other characters. In Sonic Advance, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Boom, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, and other Sonic friends are able to match Sonic's speed, which ironically, they shouldn't. They're usually sorted into 3 categories: speed, flight, and power. While someone like Shadow might be able to match Sonic's speed, the others, contextually, should not be able to do this. Unless, of course, Sonic is deliberately going slower so they can catch up to him, but it often seems like this isn't the case. Unless there's some weird physics involved that I don't understand. I think Sonic and science are kind of in separate rooms though, so we're gonna move on. Luckily, this movie addresses this. Sonic can go so fast, in fact, he copied the X-Men Days of Future Past Quicksilver rescue scenes. Robotnik recognizes he won't be able to keep up with Sonic until he discovers one of Sonic's quills. Implementing this into his tech allows him to break Sonic's speed barrier, which means Sonic has met his match. I find this part of the plot to be extremely relevant and important. Instead of nerfing Sonic, Robotnik gets a buff. A very fair trade. We legit feel as though Sonic is safe until Robotnik steps in.
Your flying eggs are pretty impressive, Mr. Eggman. But let's face it, you'll never catch me.
Confidence. A fool's substitute for intelligence.
The plot of the movie surrounds Sonic with human interaction. Sonic loses his rings, and while he should be able to retrieve them in a blink of an eye, he actually has no idea where he's going. So he enlists the help of a small-town cop to escort him there. Sonic is actually ecstatic for this, since he is starved for social contact. Another good, reasonable explanation for the plot.
Road trip? Whoop whoop!
What am I doing?
I will say, however, I found myself a little bored. Since the movie liked to focus heavily on the lives of the human protagonists, I actually don't remember their names. I only remember them how Sonic remembers them. Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady. They sort of become his new adoptive parents. Some of the interaction with them is cute, but their roles might become a problem in the future. This movie felt like any other crossover. The Chipmunks, the Smurfs, Winnie the Pooh, Space Jam, Tom and Jerry, Hop. I can assure you, the majority of people that go see these movies are there for the cartoon characters, not the humans. This is why I'm worried, but also excited for the sequel. It seems like we will get more Sonic lore and backstory with the inclusion of the Sonic Tritagonists instead of hearing how some random cop from Montana is going through a career crisis. But at this point, there's nothing else for Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady to do since they don't have powers. They're a liability.
That's not good.
Sonic, I know you got the super speed and everything, but Maddie and I?
Totally defenseless? Probably gonna get blown up?
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't worry, I know exactly what to do.
was not expecting that. But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count.
Sonic the sequel is going to be about Sonic and his humans, who are just sort of there. What else do I have to say about this movie? Jim Carrey as Robotnik was an excellent casting choice. I actually liked seeing his younger depiction, but if anyone was worried or unsatisfied with his looks, don't worry, he gets his iconic look in the ending scene. He also has an assistant, Agent Stone. Agent Stone puts up with a lot of Robotnik's abuse and insults, and yet he's a pretty calm and chipper individual and acts as Robotnik's character foil. He translates for Robotnik and even brings him a latte with a big smile as he watches his boss dance. I sincerely hope we see him in the sequel, since, well...
Doctor, are you okay? I just saw a guy race out of here and thought that you should stop them. Open your mouth and say you thought that you should stop them. No, I thought that maybe I should check to see if you were okay.
You know what's hard about being the smartest person in the world?
Everyone else is stupid.
Yes, way to go. You got that one.
That's brilliant, sir.
Thanks. I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
Just saying. I'd look into it. Some of the jokes in here actually made me laugh. Some of them didn't. The CGI wasn't bad. Soundtrack was pretty bangin'. Cinematography was pretty great. In conclusion, a somewhat fresh take on Sonic's origin story, but a cliche movie in terms of setting. So I'll give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. Could be better, but still highly enjoyable. Ooh, now let's get on to the sequel speculation. So apparently the plot synopsis for the Sonic sequel has been released already, but I didn't find out about this until after I wrote my speculation. So I'll read you guys my ideas and theories first before I shoot them down. So here we go. Sonic's origin story is very unique. I was saving this for last, since this is the most important piece of the movie. Sonic was adopted by the owl Longclaw, who kept him safe as a child. She's very wise, tries to convince Sonic to keep his power hidden, and is also the one who bestows the rings that act as a teleportation device onto Sonic. After Sonic sneaks out of the house one day, an Echidna tribe tracks him down. Sonic flees from the planet while Longclaw is left behind. It is unclear whether she survives this encounter or perishes. Her voice actor is not currently listed as a cast member, so her fate in the second movie may remain a mystery. Either that, or she truly is dead. Right off the bat, we have a lot to unpack. First of all, Sonic being adopted means something happened to his birth parents. They are either dead or missing. How Sonic came under Longclaw's care is unclear. Sonic was either born with his power or infected with it mysteriously. And it seems like it contains more than just the ability to run fast, since he's able to affect technology as well, as though he is a battery, as though he may even be a walking Chaos Emerald. The Echidna tribe we see at the beginning should play a bigger role in the second movie. This image of placeholder models for Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles leaked earlier this year. If Knuckles is part of the crew, it is likely he is a descendant from that tribe and may act as either Sonic's assassin, kidnapper, or perhaps peacekeeper spokesperson once he and Sonic become friends. Either that, or he's part of a different Echidna tribe and he's trying to save Sonic. It is unclear what the Echidna tribe will want with Sonic's power. It is also unknown if the Chaos Emeralds exist in this universe and whether or not Sonic's power comes from one. In a special end scene for the movie, Miles Tails Prower shows up through a portal ring. A beeping device along with his line indicates he found Sonic, who he has been looking for some time. First off, the only other person we know to have portal rings was Longclaw. Otherwise, the Echidna tribe would have searched far and low for Sonic across many planets in their universe. Whether we can discern if these rings are of many or extremely precious and rare is unknown, but it is highly worth noting that Tails has a batch himself. He also knows who Sonic is. the power he wields, and is even able to tap into that power to track it down. Tails could have been given this information from Longclaw, which could also explain his source for these power rings as well, which may indicate Longclaw is alive. Or perhaps Tails discovered Sonic as a child, maybe Tails knows how Sonic got his powers to begin with, or maybe Tails is working for someone else. I am unsure. Another thing that sort of goes against what I said earlier, when Tails takes off in Sonic's direction, he speeds off in a suspiciously similar way to Sonic. He leaves behind a bright orange trail and seems to go faster than a fox like him should. Does Tails have a similar power to Sonic? Longclaw said Sonic's power and speed was unique. Is that no longer the case? Was this only added as a special effect and not to be taken seriously? I guess we won't know these answers until next year. Knuckles is often depicted as one of Sonic's rivals, who is often tricked into going against him only to become friends with him later on. If this isn't the case, and Knuckles is simply on the same board with Tails to being friendly right off the bat, I'm worried I might become disappointed and sort of confused, considering the circumstances of Sonic's attempted kidnapping from the first movie. Even if Knuckles isn't from that tribe, he is usually a treasure hunter or guardian of the Master Emerald or a floating island. If Tails is depicted as his usual nerdy self, I can't imagine Knuckles will be much different. So I am very intrigued what they're going to do with Knuckles in this movie. They seem to be on the right track with decent writing so far, so I can only hope they keep up that track record. Alright, that's my speculation, so without further ado, let's take a look-see at the reality. According to the IMDb page, this is the current plot synopsis for the Sonic sequel. After settling in Green Hills, Sonic is ready for more freedom, and Tom and Maddie agree to leave him home while they go on vacation. But no sooner are they gone when Dr. Robotnik comes back, this time with a new partner, Knuckles, in search for an emerald that has the power to both build and destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a journey and find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. Ah, okay. As I feared, Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady are being thrown out of the movie since they don't really matter anymore. I'm sure the writers will find some way to involve them, but we're definitely keeping the focus on the moneymakers here. And it looks like they're going with the average Knuckles tricked into being on the side of evil plotline. I expected this, though I will say I'm a tad bit disappointed he's joining up with Eggman. Or at least so soon. I would have loved to have seen a more tribal setting, like where the Echidna chieftain orders a warrior Knuckles to hunt for an emerald to save the clan, instead of Knuckles trusting this random weird-looking alien stranger from a planet of mushrooms. I just hope we get more context, because this is a little weird. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I do see Agent Stone in the cast list! I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with him. He's a chipper guy, but he absolutely supported Robotnik. I was kinda hoping he would become the next bad guy to avenge his boyfriend, but I guess that's not happening here. Oh well. Still not really explained how Tails knows Sonic. Just kinda says they team up to find an emerald. I'm a bit worried this friendship is gonna go fast. Pun intended. I know this is a classic duo, but this is a different universe. Please give them some development so I can invest in them. Sonic's gonna have a lot of questions. I mean, he's gonna recognize Tails came from his planet, right? Sonic is still technically in hiding on Earth. If Tails found him, wouldn't he be really scared or worried? I just don't think they'd team up that fast. It feels a little off to me. And with the mention of a Chaos Emerald, my suspicions that Sonic's power may have something to do with the Chaos Emeralds has risen by 20%. I don't know. So far, this seems like a very simple story that I hope has more to it. I legit predicted a majority of it prior to reading the plot summary. The previous movie's plot was simple, and it looks like the sequel might be going down the same road. Not that I'm complaining. My bar wasn't raised that high. I'm still definitely watching this the week it comes out, though. It's my duty as a Sonic veteran to do so. Since Sonic the Movie was the last movie I saw in theaters before the pandemic, it would be really funny if the Sonic movie 2 was my first movie seen in theaters after the pandemic. Oh, Sonic gods, please get people to social distance and vaccinate so I can make this happen. I miss the big screen. Anyhow, thanks to my patrons for supporting the making of this video. I've also got some wonderful fan art I'll just put right here. Loving the style choice and colors for this. Mwah. 'Tis beautiful. Thank you so much, Poison Insect, for this gorgeous drawing. And a special shout out to my other patron, Gunjellion, for commissioning my persona for me. Thank you guys so much. I love them. Anyway, guys, hope you're all safe and well. Love y'all. Bye-bye.